Hello everyone and welcome to Drive Steady. Being big Porsche fans, we're naturally very excited about the new 718 Spyder and the Cayman GT4. We've made a couple videos revealing the details related to those two cars, and we've done a build and price of the Cayman GT4. So if you're interested, I'm going to put a link to those in the description below. But in this video, we're talking about the 718 Spyder, specifically going through a build and price, and hopefully providing some insight on some of the options available. So the 718 Spyder then, it's got a base price of $96,300. It comes with a new 4-liter naturally aspirated engine, which is not the one you find in the current GT3, but it's a derivative of the 3-liter that's going to be coming in the 992 911 very soon. It pumps out 414 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds, and a top speed of 187 miles per hour, which is 1 mile per hour less than the Cayman GT4. One interesting point is that Porsche has not included the Boxster name for this model. It's just the 718 Spyder. It's a little different than what they're doing with the GT4 because they've included the Cayman name in there. It's called the Cayman GT4, obviously. So the 718 Spyder build and price tool, here we are. Total price $97,650, which includes the $1,350 delivery and processing fee. So now let's pick a color, shall we? Porsche is offering a limited amount of colors here, not the wide spectrum that we're used to seeing in a 911, but nonetheless the standard colors are white, black, guards red, and racing yellow. Metallic colors, Carrera white, gentian blue, GT silver. Special colors, chalk and Miami blue. Now for the Cayman, the GT4 that is, we picked the racing yellow. So for the Spyder, I don't feel like it looks that good in racing yellow. And the two color options I was going back and forth with are the chalk and the GT silver metallic. Ultimately, I decided to go with the GT silver metallic because I wanted a clean looking car with not too much eye-popping colors, very subtle looking GT silver metallic, and obviously GT silver metallic is a classic Porsche color. Looks good on all Porsche cars. Next is the convertible top, and in the convertible top, let me switch here to the side so we can get a good idea of what this looks like. You got two choices, the Spyder roof in black, also in red. And this is a fork in the road here where a decision needs to be made, and that is because if you pick the red interior, the red convertible top, it's going to make you pick the Spyder Classic interior package. And what that gets you is the Bordeaux red interior with more leather on the dash and some surrounding areas, and also more Alcantara on your seats, your armrest, and this lower dash panel. So let me tell you what it is here in a little bit more detail so you can get an idea. The Bordeaux red gets you the dash, the headrest and the Spyder logo, the center console side tunnels, and the upper door panel trim. You get Alcantara on your seats, your steering wheel, all over the doors, the lower dashboard, and the gear lever and the gear boot. An item here to note, like Porsche says here, note, interior trim in GT silver, door pulls in black, sport seats plus backrest shells in silver gray. Let me show you what these are. Here are your sport backs in silver gray. Here's your aluminum trim running along the interior. And what was the last one here? Your sport pull, your door latches here, you can see them, they're in black. So the reason why I bring this up is because this not severely, but it limits you in some of the things that you can do with the interior, because the way Porsche is approaching this, at least in my opinion, is, how can I bring you as an example? Think about the sport package in the 911 or the premium package. What it does, it bundles a whole bunch of stuff and it puts it in one package. Therefore, if you pick something counter to an item in that package, it kind of makes you remove your sport pack or your premium pack. And this is very similar to it in that, as an example, if I go down, you'll see later on, if I pick a leather interior with deviated yellow stitching, for example, it will make me remove the convertible top in red and remove this Spyder Classic interior, which is something that you should know. If you want a red interior, you must, if you want the red convertible top, you must go with this classic red interior package. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, this is something that we like. We are picking this for a $2,800 option. Here's that Bordeaux red interior. Let me put up that red top. I think that looks really, really nice with the GT Silver metallic exterior paint and the red Brembo brakes here. Looks good with the top down as well. Next are the wheel accessories. You only get one option here, the 20-inch 718 Spyder wheels. But your accessories, you've got two options as far as color goes. One is the satin platinum, and this is more of a graphite gray color, which looks really nice. And the satin black, which is the classic Porsche satin black color. And the last one are the wheel center caps with the colored Porsche crest. If you can see here, these are colored in black and white. If you option this, they are colored in the traditional Porsche colors. You got a traditional Porsche crest now with those colors. And for us, we like these silver wheels. I think they blend in very nicely. They contribute to what I was talking about earlier about a really clean car, not too striking, very simple, very understated. And these silver wheels have a great design, and I think they look great in silver. And setting them off, kind of adding a little bit of flair with these Porsche crest logos. Next are the interior options, and you've got obviously this Spyder Classic interior package, which we optioned because of the red convertible. And you've got these four options here for an additional upgraded leather package, the black with the Alcantara, and then you've got the black with yellow stitching, red stitching, and the silver stitching. Like I said, if you pick any one of these, it's going to make you remove your convertible red top and your interior red color. So that's just an FYI, like I mentioned. If you're a stitching type of person, you have to go with the black convertible top. Moving on into the seats. Let me switch my view here. You get the sports seats in the two-way adjustability standard, and you've got two other options, the 18 ways and also the bucket seats. For me, the bucket seats look unbelievably cool. However, after about 20 or 30 minutes of driving, they get very uncomfortable. This is just my opinion. I think they look very striking, probably the best looking seats in the business. However, not for me. They're very uncomfortable. For that reason, I'm picking the 18-way seats because they are very comfortable, because they have a wide range of adjustability. Next, seat centers and stitching. And this whole area is basically limited because of my red convertible top, but I'm going to explain what these things do. This extended deviated stitching interior package, it gives you deviated stitching all over the place, extra leather, extra Alcantara. Here are some of the items. In addition to that, you get an extra array of stitching colors. So that's what this $3,200 option gets you, in contrast to what was offered earlier for, I believe it's $2,100 or so. Next is the steering column casing in leather with deviated stitching. What this does is it makes the steering column here leather with deviated stitching to match the rest of your interior. Next, inner door sill guards in leather with deviated stitching. Here are your inner door sills. They make them in leather, they add stitching to them. Next, Sport Seat Plus backrest shells in trim with leather and deviated stitching. These sport seats back here, the back shells at least, they add leather to them and they put deviated stitching on them. See if there's a picture. Yes, there is. That's what that looks like. I think that looks really clean. However, again, limited because of the convertible red top and the classic red interior. Next are the exterior options. Let me switch this to the exterior and let me go out to the back because that's where a lot of these things apply. The Porsche logo in satin black. You see this guy right here? It blacks that out. Here's a visual of it. I think it kind of hides it, and I prefer to see the Porsche lettering. The deletion of the 718 Spyder logo, that's this guy right here. You check that, it removes the logo. I think this looks really, really clean. However, I actually prefer the logo there. This option here, logo and exterior color, it paints that in the GT Silver Metallic or any other paint option that you've chosen. Next is the high gloss black. It paints it in a higher gloss trim, so I suppose, because it's already painted in black. And here is the headlight cleaning system covers painted in the exterior color. Let me switch to the front of the car. So this is in conjunction with the LED lights and the bi-xenon lights. For us, we are going to pick the PDLS lights because we like the way they look aesthetically. You get these 4 rings here for the LED package, and the PDLS Plus just to show you the contrast. These are the 3 LEDs you get here, and the bi-xenon light. So we are going to pick the $2,100 option, give or take, for the PDLS Plus and the headlight cleaning system. Let me show you what this looks like. Oh, there's no photo here, so let me go back and let me show you out in the build tool. So we've got the LED lights, and you see these little guys right here, these headlight washers. They're painted in GT silver. If I don't pick this option, it paints them in black, which I think stands out terribly. So for $300, I think this is well worth it. It makes it look much cleaner. And Porsche also gives you the option to have them painted in a different color besides what you've got painted on the exterior. Those colors are right here: gentian blue, which that is not gentian blue, that looks like a brown color. The guards red, the Miami blue, you get the idea. But I think this will look funky if you just change it. So the exterior color it is. This is really cool. Supplemental safety bars in exterior color. And let me switch to the back because this is where you get the best view. If I pick this guy here, see this change? I think that looks very, very sharp. From the side as well. Let me uncheck it so you get an idea. This looks very, very nice. From the top as well. Really nice, worth it for $640. Switching back here. Door handles in high gloss. That blacks that out. I don't really like it, but $740, reasonably optioned. Fuel cap with aluminum look finish. I don't know if there's a picture of this, but it's basically an aluminum door cap for when you fill gas. That's basically the only time you're going to see it. Next is performance. You only get a 6-speed manual in this. Your Porsche ceramic brakes, $8,000. Your brake calipers in high gloss black, $900. I'm not going to pick either one of these as this is a convertible. It's more of a cruiser, whatever you want to call it. I don't want the $8,000 package, especially because it's going to add these yellow brakes. So for that reason, I'm skipping the Porsche ceramic brakes, and I'm skipping the high gloss black brakes as well because the red contrasts very well with my interior here. Next are the lights and vision, and we've already picked the PDLS Plus system. We've already gone over the bi-xenon, so we'll skip over that. The light design package, that gets you some extra lighting on the interior, on the overhead console, area of door handles, door storage compartment, driver and passenger footwells, illumination of vanity mirrors in the sun visor. Next is the automated dimming mirrors. This is very, very helpful at night. I've had it in a bunch of cars in the past, and this is very helpful, but for $700, I'd rather save the 12 or 13 ounces. I'm making a number up here. Let's call it a weight savings neglection for options here. Next is the power folding exterior mirrors. I mean, you can argue these are useful depending on if you park on the street a lot, you're worried about people crashing into your mirrors, your side mirrors. So $330, I'm not worried about it. I'm going to skip it. Interior, and this is where we've got our $2,800 option. Let me switch to the interior. Steering wheel and gear lever in black leather. I love this option, especially at zero cost. And the reason is I don't like Alcantara in the interior. It wears terribly. And when you've got Alcantara in probably the 2 most touched areas when you're driving, your steering wheel and your shifter knob. But if I can option these in leather, they will wear much nicer. I think it looks totally fine. You've got a bunch of other leather in the interior. I'm not afraid of it contrasting or clashing with the rest of it. So for zero cost, give me that leather steering wheel and leather shift knob. Heated multifunction steering wheel. Let me show you what this looks like. You get these extra buttons here. Otherwise, it's the same wheel. The two-zone automatic climate control. Really, Porsche, in a $100,000 car, you're not giving me two-zone climate control. It's $770. I'm not picking it. I don't care. It's merely principle, and I've got a convertible top, so I don't want it. Heated seats, self-explanatory, $530. Smoking package. This is something that I was introduced to recently. I wasn't familiar with what this adds. Beyond just adding the typical, ashtray and cigarette lighter, it adds this cover here. And some Porsche enthusiasts or fans, they like the look of this cover and they don't like the look of this opening here. They think this looks out of place. So for a no-cost option, some people like this. For me, I could care less. But in this one, I'm just going to leave it. Let's check the box. It's free, so we'll take it. The luggage net in the passenger footwell. See if there's a picture of this. Yes, there is. There's your luggage net. It's free. If you want it, go ahead and spec it. Your fire extinguisher. This is a popular option for some Porsche fans, Porsche enthusiasts, whatever you want to call us. But for me, I'm not picking it for $140. The climate control panel painted. This paints it in the silver exterior color. That is what it would look like. I'm going to skip this. Next are the vehicle keys painted and one key pouch in leather. This is I don't know if there will be a picture, but it's really, really cool. I've seen this option in person. It basically paints your key in your exterior color. Your instrument dials and guards red. It is not going to let me pick this because of my interior color or this interior package that I've got. But it's basically guards red. Everybody knows what this looks like. Here's the yellow. Everybody also knows what that looks like. And it will let me pick the Bordeaux red because I've got Bordeaux red interior. That is what that looks like. But I think that clashes and I'm not feeling it. We're unchecking that box. You can do the Sport Chrono stopwatch in Bordeaux red as well. That is what that looks like here. That makes that Bordeaux red. I'm not a fan of that. I'd rather just leave it in black. You can get seat belts in guard red. Let me see if there's a picture of this. Yes, here are your seat belts in guard red. Let's see if they've got them in yellow. Here are your seat belts in guard red. Oh, wow, that yellow and red Bordeaux. Wow, that's quite a clash there. It looks like McDonald's colors. Next, silver gray seat belts. Next, Bordeaux red seat belts. Now, I'm not sure how this would look. I kind of like the look of the contrasting black seat belt that they've got in the car here. I don't know, I can't really see. Oh, there it is right there. Seat belts in chalk. Skipping it. Seat belts Miami blue. Deviated stitching. $1,500. This is not going to let me pick it because I've got my package. But if you wanted to, you got the yellow and the red deviated stitching. Interior leather. Interior trim in leather in interior color. So this is not going to let me pick this. It's going to make me remove all my other options. But interior trim in leather and interior color again, no cost options. Dashboard trim package in leather. I'm picking this because I find it ridiculous that Porsche doesn't give me an all leather dash. What this does is you see this area here and this area here, this leather piece, that makes it all leather. And I don't know if you can tell in the configurator here, this part changes. Let me change it again so you can get an idea of it. That makes it all leather. It makes it match. I think for $1,600, sure, it looks great. Sun visors in leather. I think that's self-explanatory. Steering column casing in leather. Yes, give me this. I like that a lot. Climate control panel in leather. You know what? I was really mixed on this. But I think for some odd reason, this is really appealing to me in this car with this Bordeaux red interior. So I'm going to add this for $780. This makes this area here, your climate controls, in red. It covers them in the Bordeaux red leather interior. Why did Porsche do that? So here it is. Here's that red. Sports seats plus backrest shells in leather. Yes, I'm also picking this because it gives me an all leather seat, and I think that looks much cleaner as opposed to this. So the leather sport back seats, it is for me. Fuse box covers in leather, no thanks. Floor mats, deviated carpeting, leather edge and stitching, no thanks. Let me see if there's a picture of this. No, there isn't, but I think they're pretty self-explanatory. Inner door seal guards in leather. Let me see if they've got a picture of this. Yes. So your inner door seals, leather. That's what you get, $620. Owner's manual wallet in leather, $560, huh? All right, Porsche. We're going to skip that. Interior leather, sun visors in Alcantara. I'm sorry, interior in Alcantara. My most hated area of this configurator. No extra Alcantara for me, please. Sun visors in Alcantara. That is what that looks like, $590. Door trim package in Alcantara. I think we've already got this as a part of our classic interior red package. Storage compartment lid in Alcantara with the Porsche logo. I actually prefer the crest, but this is what the logo looks like right there. But I'm definitely picking the crest for $390. Unfortunately, I probably can't get a good view of it, but that's the best I can do for you guys. Dashboard trim in the leather Alcantara. This is, remember I was talking to you about that piece up here? It makes it Alcantara and leather. I'm not interested. I like the way it is. Interior carbon fiber. Now this is a real shame. Because of my Bordeaux red interior, they don't let me pick the carbon fiber interior trim. Why, Porsche? Why? Because it's such a shame. I think this would have looked really nice with the carbon fiber interior. Just doesn't let me do it. It doesn't like it. So we're skipping it. Let me show you what it looks like. See here, all of that is carbon fiber. You get carbon fiber around your gear shifter here and around the center console and on the side here and on your doors. But anyway, we're skipping that. Unfortunately, we don't have an option. Carbon fiber floor mats and leather edging. Here we go. No picture, but you get an idea. It's your floor mats. You've got carbon fiber on the edges. Door seal guards and carbon fiber. This looks really, really cool. Here you go. Here's your carbon fiber, and you've got the illuminated Spyder designation here. An even cooler option is you can get this personalized for $1,500. Basically, there's no picture of it. You see the Spyder lettering here? You can have it say whatever you want. Say your name. Have it say drive steady. Have it say the date you got the car. Whatever. It's a cool option for $1,500. I think it adds to the experience, your emotional attachment with your car. But for me, $1,500, I'm skipping it. Carbon fiber floor mats with deviated leather. Skip, $950. My feet are going to be touching this extra $950. Is going to look terrible after maybe a year or two. Owner's manual in carbon fiber, $1,000. No thanks. Interior aluminum. Again, I'm limited here because of my interior choice. I can't pick any of these, but this is what they look like. Here's the aluminum trim here around your center console as well. And this is the same thing, but for the leather interior. Pedals and footrests in aluminum. This is something I'm very hot and cold on. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't like it. That's what it looks like. And right now, I'm not liking it. So I'm going to skip it for $540. Your door sills in stainless steel. This is that option that I mentioned above. Remember here when you had the carbon fiber? This is the steel one. Stainless steel option. And again, you can personalize it with the stainless steel as well. Interior trim in black brushed aluminum. This is not going to let me do it again, but let me show you what it looks like. Oh, there's no picture of it. I wonder why. No picture. But it's basically, you get the same brushed aluminum, it's just darker. Audio and communication. Smartphone compartment. If anybody knows what the heck this is, please comment down below and tell me what in addition you get, because Porsche says smartphone compartment and center console for optimized cellular reception and battery saving operation. Whatever that means. I don't know. Somebody please tell me what this is. I stated the same question in my Cayman GT4 video and nobody responded back. So if you know, please tell me what that is. Voice control. This is a no-cost option. Enables voice control of your PCM functions. Sure, I like this. No-cost option. Oh, it's not a no-cost option. You have to pick navigation. And you know what I say to that? No thanks. You know why? Because I can pick Apple CarPlay instead for $360. I will take the Apple CarPlay. And the Bose surround sound system, this has the fantastic 4-liter engine. It's a sports car. I've got the convertible down. I don't need an upgraded radio. I will listen to that 4-liter engine and my fantastic exhaust. Thank you very much. And the Burnmister sound system, again, $5,000, no thanks. The navigation we're already skipping. And your delivery experience. I think this is very, very cool. You can pick it up in Atlanta or you can pick it up in Los Angeles. The one in Los Angeles, I think it's in Tustin, California, or somewhere on the way to Vegas. But this is very cool. Their facility is very nice. I think, again, this is a personal touch. Picking your car up in this facility, seeing it before you drive it in this environment would just make it look or create this emotional attachment with your car. It's a memory. For $625, absolutely, I will take that. If you've got the budget for it, European delivery, it's free. Sure, take it. You can go see it at the Porsche factory. When it comes out, you can see it there. Spend some time in Germany. It would be great. The plane tickets and stuff, I believe, are on you, so your travel arrangements you have to make. But this would, again, enhance the delivery experience of your car. And extended, what is this here? Color for leather deviated stitching, I believe this is. And it's not going to let me pick this. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but I'm not talking about it. I'm skipping it. So we're at the end here, $112,835. This is a cheaper build than the Cayman GT4 I did, and I think it's probably because I did not option the carbon ceramic brakes on this car. But let's go over it really quickly. Quick overview. Let's expand the screen here. So I've got GT silver paint, metallic paint. I've got the silver wheels, the Porsche crest on those silver wheels, the untouched Brembo red brakes, the PDLS Plus LED headlights. Moving to the side, to the back here, no changes here. Leaving the Porsche logo, leaving the 718 Spyder designation lettering. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot one thing. These safety bars here, painted in the exterior color. This looks really nice. I like that a lot. The Bordeaux red interior. Let me put up my top. I've got a red color top. Here's my red color top again. Here's the upper dash that I get as a part of my classic interior red color. And here's my interior. I've got this GT silver aluminum trim here as well. I've got the leather painted climate controls. I've got the leather steering wheel and leather shift knob. Moving to the side view here, I've got the seat backs in the Bordeaux red to match the rest of my interior. I have also the Porsche crest here, and I think I'm forgetting something, but let's skip it. And back to the front of the car. This is my build. This is built to my taste. I think it's very clean. I do like this red interior with the GT silver paint. I'm not really a silver person, but I think this looks really, really clean with the silver wheels. $112,835. You're getting a 4-liter engine with over 400 horsepower. It's a bespoke GT class engine. This is not a regular engine. They take the 3-liter, they change a whole bunch of stuff. I think they change the pistons, the cams, the rods, all this wonderful stuff, and they make it 4 liters. You get the 8,000 RPM red line, and when you compare it to anything else, you got the engine in the back, you've got lightweight, high revving engine. You can put the top down. Although this is a manual top, I forgot to mention that earlier. You take this top down manually. And you've got the Spyder designation. I think that's very, very big. The 911 Spyder is almost a $300,000 car. This is half the price, $112,000, and you get the fantastic 4-liter engine. So for me, this is my configuration. I think this is a great price for this car. It's a good configuration. It's a great price for a convertible GT car, if there was ever one. When I say GT, I mean GT3, GT4, GT3 RS, GT2, etc. But there are no convertible GT cars, and this is probably the closest you're going to get to a convertible GT car. And I think it's fantastic. You get the GT3 suspension in this as well. So that brings me to the end of my configuration. Share your thoughts on my configuration, and I'll also love to hear on what your configuration would be for the 718 Spyder. Thank you for watching. Till next time, drive steady.